In this question, car P 1000 kilogram is being towed by another car Q, right? And the tension in the rope, so if Q is trying to tow P, it will pull it with a string, so the tension is 600 newtons. So this is how the diagram looks like. And later on in part ABC, I will just simplify it. I don't have to draw this anymore. I basically just need to draw a string to show the tension. And it says that being towed by 600 newtons tension, and it is traveling at a constant speed. Now, after doing so many questions, when you see the word constant speed, immediately you should remind yourself that constant speed means that acceleration equals to 0, or the net force equals to 0, right? F equals to ma, a0, F equals to 0. So what is the friction between the car? So if you're pulling it with 600 and there is no resultant force, then your friction will be exactly the same as the force that you're pulling it. So in this case, maybe I'll write the working clearer, equals to 600 minus friction. So 0, since the resultant force is 0, so friction equals to 600 newtons. If the car now accelerates at 2 meters per second square, what is the tension in the rope? We will assume that it is the same road, so there will still be the same friction, which is 600, what you have calculated earlier on. So the friction is 600, and so the question asks for the tension. So tension basically means it is the force that's pulling the car. So in this case, again, I will use the same formula. When in doubt, just put this formula and see what you can obtain from here. The car's mass is 1000, the acceleration is 2. The resultant force is tension minus 600. Right? Tension minus 600, that's the resultant force. So then you will get your answer 2000 plus 600. So 2600 newtons. The unit is newtons because tension is a force. Next, if the maximum tension is 3000, that means maximum pulling force is 3000. What is the maximum acceleration? Again, I'm assuming that it is the same road, so there will still be a friction of 600 newtons acting here. So what is the maximum acceleration? Again, we are going to write this formula, which can help us solve most of our problem in this chapter. Mass is 1000. I don't know the acceleration, that's what I'm trying to find. So I'll put A. What is the resultant force? Now, if I were to pull with 3000, there is a friction of 600. The resultant force would be 3000 minus 600. So 2400. So the maximum acceleration is 2.4 meters per second square.